Hello, and welcome to Verbling. I am teacher Oakley, and today in this class we are going to be learning vocabulary related to individual sports as opposed to team sports. Individual sports, of course, are done by individuals. We will be learning these by doing a mix of some exercises, fill in the blank, some mix and match, and discussion as we will talk about these things as we go along. We'll be looking at all kinds of vocabulary that are related, the nouns, the simple noun forms, the verbs, even some co-locations, words that go together. And that's the plan. So, hello, Heidi.
Hello.
Welcome to the class. Hi. How are you today?
Very bad.
Very bad. What's the matter?
Suddenly, inheritance issue came out. We need to inherit it. We need to be inherited some land. But we don't need to get that land. So for that, I need to renounce. We need to make a lot of paper and
oh goodness,
a lot of things.
Sounds like it's legal.
Yeah, legal procedure.
Procedures and problems. Yeah, oh boy. Yeah, I'm not a lawyer, so I don't have any idea how to go about those things. Okay. Well, sorry to hear that. Sounds like a pain in the neck. Okay, let me welcome Khaled to the class. Hello, Khaled.
Hi, teacher. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you today?
Fine, thank you for asking.
Okay, welcome to the class.
Thank
and okay, and let me also welcome Oscar. Hello, Oscar.
Hello.
Hi, Oscar. Hi. Welcome to the class. Okay. All right, we're talking about sports and individual sports today. Let me quickly just warm up. Let's talk about it for a second. Heidi, which do you prefer, team sports or individual sports?
I don't like team sport. I hate any groups, putting myself in any groups.
Okay. The exception being this group class, I hope.
Yeah, actually, I don't like lessons as well.
Okay, fair enough. How about you, Colette? Do you prefer individual sports or team sports?
In fact, I like two. I like them too, because in team I like to play football. In addition to, I like swimming.
Okay, so you like them both.
Yes, I like them both. Yes.
Right. Okay. Understandable. All right. You enjoy, and not only do you enjoy that, you enjoy doing both. You're actually doing those things. Okay. Great. How about you, Oscar? Same question. Which do you have a preference? Team sports or individual sports?
I prefer the both individual or team sport.
Okay. okay. You can say I prefer both team sports and individual sports. You can use and to connect. Okay. Oscar, for myself, I like to watch team sports, but I actually play or do individual sports usually for myself. So I like both, but yeah.
I like the watch team sports.
Okay. Yeah. Me too. Well, anyway, our focus today is going to be on actually individual sports. Let's see. We're going to start off doing a little bit challenging. I don't suppose it's that challenging. We're going to start off. We're going to read some commentary some extracts, something that somebody might say, and then you have to figure out what is the sport they're probably talking about. So we'll start that right after I greet Frank. Hello, Frank. Good day to you. Hi, Frank.
Hello. How are you?
I'm okay.
It's good to hear.
Yeah, you sound far away in a field or something. Your audio is a little low. Sounds like you're outside or something.
Yes, because I'm in a beautiful park outside of my
You
house.
are outside. That's why. Sounds like you're outside. Okay, you might speak a little closer to wherever your microphone is when it's your turn to talk, because I can barely hear you. Okay, Keiko, also, I need to welcome. Hi, Keiko. How are you? Keiko? Hello, hello. Okay, Keiko, I don't know why, but I can't hear you quite yet. But okay, let's get on with our first exercise here. Okay, I'm not even going to show you what the sports are. I'm going to make this a little more challenging. I'm going to have you please read the sentence and then tell me what sport do you think we're talking about. Heidi, number one.
What an amazing fight. Luis had won with a knockout in the 10th round to Manny Pacquiao.
To Manny Pacquiao?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you got the sport, that's for sure.
Boxing.
Boxing. It's got to be boxing. Okay. Well, I suppose we could have a knockout in other fighting sports.
But 10th round, so.
And also the 10th round. Yeah, there are other fighting sports, kickboxing and
wrestling,
ultimate fighting and all that.
Oh.
Yeah, but you're right about the 10th round. Boxing
12.
goes 10 or 12.
12 round.
Yeah, sometimes 10, sometimes 12, sometimes 15. But in any case, rarely do you see kickboxing or ultimate fighting more than like 3 rounds.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you're right. There's another clue there with the 10th round. Okay. Before we continue, Keiko, are you in now? Hello, hello. Okay. And anyway, Keiko's fighting to get online. Hi, Philip.
Hi, teacher.
Hi. How are you?
I'm fine, teacher.
Great. Thanks for joining us. Okay, we're going to continue. All right, Khaled, can you read number 2 and then tell me what sport do you think they're talking about?
Yes, they are coming to the final fence now, and the favorite Pink Gain is still in the lead. I think it's a race, horsing race. I think like this.
Horse racing. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Khaled, do they have horse racing in your country?
No, not such these sports. No.
Oh, really? Okay. All right. The great thing about horse racing, in my opinion, is the crazy names of the horses.
Yes, but teacher,
yeah.
but there is make you have to gamble there or put your money around to for one horse that will win the race. Therefore, you spend your money. It's
Uh-huh.
like it's like gambling. Gambling, I think it's.
Well, most people, you don't have to, but you're right. Most people do. Yes, absolutely. You are correct. There's a very funny video on YouTube there's a horse race and one of the horses' name is R. So it's very funny. There's a couple of very funny names of the horses. So the announcer, it's like the most funniest thing I've ever. And R on the outside, Pink Gin in the lead, and R coming up from behind. Very funny. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. Okay, Oscar, number 3.
Okay. Schumacher is off the track. He was trying to pass Hill, then he lost control of the car, and that's the race over for him.
Okay, what sport are
Is
we talking about?
racing is F1?
Maybe F1 racing? Probably. Why do you say F1? You're probably right.
Yes.
Why? But why did you pick
Why?
F1 car racing?
Mm, because Schumacher
Yep.
he wrote this competition.
Okay. You recognize the names. Okay,
Yes.
that's right. And of course, they race around a track. Okay. Oscar, have you ever seen an F1 race or any kind of automobile racing or motorcycle racing?
Mm, mm, no.
No? It's quite
No.
exciting and loud. Mostly loud.
Okay.
Yeah, it's fun. You should try it sometime. It's
Okay.
more fun than you think it would be, really. It's kind of exciting because of the loud engines going, and they're really quite impressive. Okay, moving on. Frank, number 4.
For the next big race is the 800 meters, in which several gates with represent Great Britain.
Okay, what is the sport, do you think? Frank, are you there?
Yes.
Yeah. Hi. What do you think is the sport? It's a race.
I was thinking it for a while, but I can't put a name on the face.
Okay. Well, there's a couple of possibilities, actually. Uh, it could be a track meet. Okay. Do you know what I mean by a track meet?
No.
That's when people basically run against each other. Running race. That's it. It's called field and track. Track refers to running for speed around a track. Okay, and there's different distances.
Can you write it down
I
in the
did.
chat box?
I did. I did. I wrote it in the Verbling chat box already. Hopefully you can see that. Uh, it it could be. The problem is we don't know which particular track race it is. It could be the hurdles. Frank, do you know what I mean by the hurdles?
No.
Okay, that's when they put they block the track with almost like fences. There are barriers, or what are called hurdles, and the runners have to jump over them as they race.
So like a real race.
Yeah, they're racing each other, running, but in the hurdles, they uh, they uh, they have to jump over these barriers, or what are called hurdles. And in English, we idiomatically, metaphorically, abstractly use hurdles to talk about when there are problems. There are many things that you have to do. There are many hurdles that you have to you have to go through or go over in order to get a visa, for example, or to get accepted in a university. You have to pass many hurdles. Okay.
So it's one kind of competition
Yeah.
On the racetrack.
That on the track. Yes.
On the track.
Yeah. Strangely, we usually use racetrack when we're talking about cars. But when we talk about running race human beings, we just say track, not race.
And what about then?
What about what?
Then.
Sorry.
Then
Sorry, I can't understand.
a car lane.
Car. Sorry.
A car lane on the road.
Car on the road? I don't understand. A car on the road is a car on the road. I'm confused. Not sure what you mean.
L-A-N-E.
L-A-N-D. Land?
L-A-N-E.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure what you're talking about. Are you talking about a different kind of car racing?
Like a lane on the road.
Okay. Right. I think I know what you mean. Like a Baja race. Are you talking about when they go on through the desert and over the river and like that?
Like extremely sport.
Extreme. It's an extreme sport.
Extreme sport.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I think you're talking about Baja style racing. That's a style of car racing. Yeah. Sometimes referred to as Baja. Okay. Let me move on. Okay. Okay. Let me quickly welcome Tianxi. Tianxi, hello.
Hello.
Hi. Am I pronouncing your name correctly? Tianxi?
Sure. Yeah, my name is Tianxi.
Okay, great. Welcome to the class, Tianxi.
Thank you.
All right, I'll talk to you in just a minute. Let me right now go to Keiko. Keiko, are you actually in the class now?
Yes, teacher.
Ah, there you go.
Nice to see you.
All right, all right. Yeah, good to hear from you. Okay, glad you could get actually in. Okay, can you read number 5?
Hey, teacher.
Yeah. Hello.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, perfectly.
Mm-hmm. Okay, can you read number 5 here in the screen share?
Yes, teacher. The women's downhill starts at 10, and the men's slalom and the men's slalom event follows at 2 o'clock.
Okay, men's slalom. No vowel sound before the S. Slalom.
Men's slalom. Oh, sorry. Men's slalom.
That's it. You got it. Okay, what is the sport we're talking about here? That includes the downhill and the slalom events. Do you know? Also the GS.
I think downhill is a sport on ice.
Not exactly. Close.
Slalom is I have never heard about it, teacher.
Okay, well, probably because it doesn't snow a lot where you live. Because we're talking about downhill skiing. So there are 3 main events in downhill skiing. One is the downhill, in which you go as fast as possible, relatively straight down the mountain. Not exactly straight. There will be curves and such, but there will be jumps, there will be curves. But basically, you're just going as fast as humanly possible. These guys go really fast. Then there's the GS, or giant slalom, where you have flags on the mountainside. You have to go left around the flag, right around the flag, left around the flag, right around the flag for time. In the downhill and the giant slalom, you're fighting against the clock. You're trying to get the best time. In the slalom event, it's side by side, two race courses set with flags, and two individuals will race against each other. That's the slalom. Slalom refers to the fact they're going left around a flag, right around a flag, left, right, left, right. Okay? That's what a slalom is. That's the idea. Okay, and I just noticed, yeah, the word I couldn't think of that Frank was talking about before is, I think he was talking about a rally race. Thank you, Heidi. Yeah, that's it. Okay. I think that's what you were referring to. So, okay, so we're talking about skiing here. Specifically downhill skiing. Keiko, do you know what the other form of skiing? Downhill skiing, of course, you're on a mountain. If you're skiing on flat, relatively flat surfaces, what are you probably doing? Do you know, Keiko?
Okay. There are here places, closed places with artificial ice where people practice sports on ice, teacher. Little spaces, little closed space.
Okay.
Spaces.
Interesting. Okay. So there are two basic forms of skiing, is what I was trying to say. Downhill skiing, and which you ski on a mountain usually, and cross-country skiing. That's the one where you ski across a flat surface. You can kick your heels to move. Okay, that's two forms of skiing. Yes, also involved in downhill skiing, Heidi. You're correct. There's the moguls, and then there's also the jumps. There's also the half pipe in snowboarding, which I think sometimes gets put in the skiing events as well. Right. So there are other competitions, but the racing part has those three main types of races. Okay. Anyway. Moving on, Philip, number 6.
Picture number 6 is, and so Wescott wins the 100 meters freestyle to add to his victories in the breaststroke, the backstroke, and the butterfly.
Okay.
Swimming.
Yes, definitely swimming. And it's naming several types of strokes. These are called different, swimming styles. These are called different types of strokes. Freestyle, breaststroke, backstroke, and the butterfly. Philip, can you swim?
I do, but not as a professional. I just
Okay. Yeah. All right. Can you do all of these strokes? Do you know how to freestyle swim?
No. I just take pleasure to go in the water and try to. I'm not so good.
Not so good. Okay.
I can be drowned if they put me in the water.
Okay. So you don't really have a stroke a particular stroke or style that you use. Okay. All right, fair enough. Okay, of course, a related sport, but completely different, but obviously also with water, is diving, another individual sport. Are you a good diver, Philip?
I dive in other field, not like in soccer. I can dive when I want the referee to give me a penalty. But
Very funny.
I don't do
Okay,
that in water.
not in the water. All right. Diving in the water, of course, involves jumping from a height into the water, but okay. Philip mentions diving on the football pitch. Okay, means you pretend that somebody
Yeah,
fouled you or kicked you.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. That's funny. Also, we use that took a dive. We use it not only specifically for football, but also any other reason, any other way that we want to describe somebody who is purposefully acting as if somebody, well, they're purposefully falling to the ground. If a boxer takes a dive, okay, he basically falls on purpose. Okay, to try to lose. Okay, let's move on here. Jianqi, number 7.
Hello.
Hi. Okay, can you read number 7 here on the screen share?
You mean I read the sentence?
Please.
Excuse me. Okay. So after his performance on the, I'm sorry, I can't see the screen right now. So
Okay.
then yeah, right. Okay. So after his performance on the rings, he will be hoping for something better on the horse.
Okay, on the horse.
Horse.
Okay. And Chen-Shi, don't be shy about pronouncing contracted forms. When we
Okay.
speak in English, it actually sounds a lot more natural to say he'll rather than he will.
Okay.
Okay. What is the sport, most likely?
For the what someone will do in the future.
Well,
I mean,
what you just read, on the rings, on the horse, what sport is he doing?
Action performance in the ring. He'll be hoping for some number.
Jianqi?
I'm sorry, the internet connection is not very good, so I couldn't see this screen right now.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. What sport involves the rings and the horse? Do you know?
I don't know. I'm sorry.
Okay. You might be tempted to think this has something to do with horses, but it doesn't.
Okay.
He's talking about gymnastics.
Gymnastics. Okay.
All right. We have the rings. Men perform on the rings. Okay. There's 2 straps with a ring, and they flip around. They do the iron cross. Okay. And the horse is that long, leather-covered kind of thick bar. It has a couple handles, and the men swing around on it. They swing their legs back and forth and spin around on it. That's called the horse. There's also the parallel bars. Okay, they flip around and do tricks on. The women have the uneven bars, and then there's the mats where they run and jump and tumble. Okay, all of those are gymnastics events. Jianqi, have you ever tried doing gymnastics?
Gymnastics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
when I was in my high school, I did some magics. Yeah.
Some magic.
yeah. Just use two coin and I can let them disappear. I mean.
Okay. Right. But I'm talking about gymnastics. We're talking about sports today. Gymnastics.
Gymnastic.
Not gymnastics. Yeah.
Gymnastics.
Yeah, like running and doing flips in the air and things like that.
Okay, okay.
That's what I was asking about.
I've
That's where
never
you
do this
use
before.
the rings and the horse. Okay, that's what we're talking about. Okay. All right. Let's Heidi, back to number 8 here.
What
are we talking about?
It looks like tomorrow's race is off. The forecast is for a fourth 8 gales. I don't know. Very huge hint. 8 gales is a strong wind, right?
Yes, it is.
So they can't have race tomorrow. It means
Right.
yacht race.
Exactly. Very good.
Oh.
Absolutely correct. All right. The kind of race where the forecast, if the wind is far too strong, yeah, you would have to call it off. It's got to be a yacht race. That's right. Some kind of sailboat race. Absolutely correct. Yachting is the sport. Absolutely. It's got to be. Okay. Good job. All right. By the way, other sports can be called off because of the weather. For example, baseball can be rained out. If it rains or foul weather, we say it's rained out. Okay, we're gonna do a little mix and match. We're talking about track and field now. All right, British say athletics, but Americans say track and field.
Track and field.
Okay, so track events are the ones which we were talking about earlier. They take place on a running track. All the other events, except the marathon, which is the really long running race, are called field events. All right, which field events are which? Okay. All right, let's take these by the picture. Let's go picture by picture. What is this guy doing? Khaled? Picture number 1.
He is throwing the ball.
Okay. Here's the choices up here. Hurdles, javelin, discus, shot put, high jump, long jump.
I think the first one, hurdle.
Hurdles, no.
No.
No. This event, you're right, he has a ball. It's a very heavy ball.
Discus, shot put. I don't know the exactly name. Maybe shot put?
Yes, that is called the shot put. He is shot putting. You can use it as a verb. Yes, he is doing the shot put. Okay, they have a specific style and they have to throw the ball as far as they can, and that ball is very heavy. Yeah, okay. Khaled, have you ever tried any track and field events? Have you ever tried any of these things?
No. We don't organize such this racing in my country at all. Only the famous because they need a special field and trainer. It is not very famous. Not like playing football. Playing football is very you have to pay football and call the guy and let us play.
Yeah, right. Okay. Yes, many of these field events you do need some kind of special equipment for. You're right. And by the way, any equipment, things you need to do the sports, that's called equipment, sports equipment. Okay. All right. Anyway, let's move on. Oscar, are you in?
Yes.
Yeah, you are? Okay, great. What about number 2? What is this guy doing, do you think?
Is the long jump?
Okay, the long jump. Yes, he is jumping for distance. How far can you jump, Oscar?
I jump 10 meters.
You can jump 10 meters.
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah, I need to see that. I need proof. That's a long way, man. I'm not talking about off a cliff, Oscar. That's different. Okay. All right. You run along a flat surface and you jump for distance. They jump into a sand pit, so it's easy to measure. Okay. Now, all right. Moving on. Frank is gone, which is too bad because I was trying to explain this to him earlier. Keiko, number 3. Quick shout out and hello to Mustafa. Hello, Mustafa.
Hello, teacher. Sorry
Hi.
for being late.
No problem. Good to see you again. Keiko, are you there?
Teacher, can I see the options, please?
Yes, you can. What's that guy doing? It's very important that you see this. This is the important part.
Hurdles.
The hurdles. There you go. Okay. It's
The
like
hurdles.
all right. It's doing the hurdles. Okay. It's like a barrier, and you have to jump over it. This idea in English, we use it idiomatically. Okay, there are many hurdles you have to pass to become the CEO of a company, for example. So we use it abstractly very commonly in English as well.
Obstacles.
Obstacles,
Yeah.
yes, exactly. Synonymous with obstacles. That is correct. Okay. All right, Philip, number 4. What's this guy doing? Philip?
I
Philip,
see. Yeah, teacher. Yes, I forgot to unmute my microphone.
Okay.
I was saying that the athlete is high jumping.
He is high jumping. Very good. Good use of the verb. All right, he's doing the high jump. He is high jumping. Philip, how high can you high jump?
When I was a student in a secondary school, I used to pass that physical examination.
Yes.
So I could go up to 170.
170 centimeters.
Yes, 1 meter and 70 centimeters.
Wow, that's pretty good.
Yes.
Pretty impressive. How about today? If you try it right now.
Oh, I think I'm too old now. I cannot
30
even
centimeters, maybe?
I cannot even try.
If you can step over it, you can make it. Okay. All right. I hear you. I hear you, Philip. Don't feel bad. Me too. Okay. Moving on. Tianxi, what is this guy doing? The key is what's in his hand. What is he doing?
Could you show me the picture? Which one?
Yes. This guy, number 5. The most important thing is what he has in his hand here.
It is the discus.
It is the discus. All right, the discus is obviously a disc. All right, we can't say he's discusing. He's throwing the discus. Okay. Strangely, we can say he's shot putting, but we have to say he's throwing the discus. All right, so the guy. Have you seen this before, Tianxi? He spins around, spins and spins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw it a lot of times in the Olympic Games. So.
Right. Exactly. And then he lets it go. Looks like fun. I want to try it, but okay. Okay, Mustafa, last guy. What is this guy doing?
I guess the javelin.
All right, yes, he's throwing the javelin. Basically, it's a javelin is a, what's another word for a javelin, Mustafa? Or similar, not exactly the same.
Arrow, I think. I'm gonna write it here.
Okay. Arrow, not exactly. Okay. Okay. A javelin is more like a spear for actual, combat if you're trying to kill people. The javelin is just smaller, and the javelin is smaller, lightweight. A spear is heavy. A javelin is for throwing. A spear is for basically stabbing people, but it seems the same. An arrow, of course, you need a bow to shoot an arrow. Since you brought it up, yeah, okay, yes.
Is it the same? Is it the same as dart?
No. A dart is much smaller and usually has, well, it doesn't have to have a metal tip, but it's much smaller, and you throw it with one hand. It's almost like a needle. Spear? Okay. Spear. Yeah, that would be something you would fight with. A sword and a spear and a shield, like that. But a spear is not meant to be thrown, really, primarily.
Okay.
Whereas a javelin is. A javelin is light enough so you can throw it and get some distance. Okay. And a dart, sometimes we can call an arrow a dart. Mustafa, what is the sport where you're shooting arrows? There is a sport where they shoot arrows for accuracy. Do you know what it's called?
I'm not sure, I don't know.
It's called archery. Okay. And archery, you shoot at a target. Bullseye! You hit the red spot in the center. That's a bullseye. Good for you. Okay. All right, but in any case, the javelin is a track and field event. There are also there's a crazy event called the triple jump or the hop, step, and jump. It looks very strange. Okay, because I don't know, I don't get it. They can run, jump off one leg, then step, then jump with two legs. It's a weird looking thing. Then, of course, you have the sprints, running races. Short running races, 100 meter, 800 meter, 1500 meter, 3000 meter. These are called middle distance events. A long distance race, 5,000 meters or more, or a marathon is the very long one. Okay. Heidi, have you ever ran a marathon before?
Marathon?
Yeah.
Short one.
Okay. Half marathon?
How do we call that jump in the pool from high place? Not swim, only jump down.
Dive? Okay, high dive.
High dive.
Mm-hmm. High dive. Yeah. There was a recent competition in Asia. Did you diving competition a week or two ago, and there was a Filipino athlete who dove the high dive and landed like flat on his back. It was very embarrassing. Anyway, it looked like he did it on purpose. I don't know, but it was very silly looking. Really. Okay, yes, the high dive. Right, another swimming competition. Okay. Okay, let's talk a little bit about boxing. I need to welcome Ignacio. Hello?
Hi, guys. Hello?
Hello. How should I pronounce your name? Ignacio?
I think it's Ignacio.
Ignacio. Oh, okay, great. You
Yeah.
think? Well, you would know. It's your name. Okay. All right. We're gonna talk a little bit more about boxing. And there's kind of a reason for this because there are a lot of idioms and expressions that come from boxing, especially American idioms. Lots of American idioms come from baseball. Baseball and boxing, I don't know why, but they do. So this is a newspaper report of a boxing match. Okay, Ignacio, if you could go ahead and read this. And,
Lewis, just the title?
Yeah, go ahead and read it and fill in the blank with these words or phrases from above.
Okay. First round.
Okay, now read the article down here.
Oh, okay. The world champion Lennox Lewis successfully defended his against American Evander Holyfield last night.
Okay, now wait a minute. The world blank champion.
Oh, okay. The world champion.
Yeah, which word from up here fits in the blank?
Knockout?
No. Though sometimes that is used. He's a knockout champion. I've heard that used before to express the idea that he's a boxer who usually wins by knockout. But no, that's...
Oh, the word... Right. I don't really know.
No? Okay. All right, the world heavyweight champion.
Heavyweight. Oh, okay. Heavyweight.
Okay. In boxing, there's different... The way they divide up the sport, they divide it up by the weight of the participants, how much you weigh. Do you know any other weight classes? Those are called weight classes. Do you know any other weight classes, Ignacio?
I don't know. I think it's... I don't know how to say in English, but I think it's like I don't remember. I don't remember, but I don't know how to say in English.
Okay. All right. Some of them include flyweight, which is very, very...
Yeah, I guess it's fly. I guess
flyweight.
Yeah.
Bantamweight, middleweight, heavyweight. Yeah. Okay. In English, when we say somebody's a heavyweight, oh, he's the CEO of ABC company. He's a heavyweight in the technology industry. Okay. We mean that he's very important. He has a lot of influence. So we can use this word heavyweight to talk about other people, to show that they have a lot of influence. Okay. All right. Ignacio, okay, he successfully defended his what against American Evander Holyfield?
Lennox Lewis successfully defend his alright.
This is a strong collocation used in talking about sports in English. Not just boxing. What?
I don't know.
No? Okay. His title. All right. World heavyweight champion is the title. All right.
He was a champion. Okay.
So we can use this collocation for a lot of individual sports. If you are the champion of whatever, you have the title of, the golf, the U.S. Open champion. Then you defend your title the next year. Swimming champion, whatever. Any individual sport, actually.
Okay.
If you're the champion, then you defend your title against a competitor. Okay. Moving on, Heidi.
Yeah.
Okay, right from the very start.
Mm-hmm. 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 Right?
Yeah, right.
No, his title. They were finished in the last.
Yeah, we did this. Defended his title against American Evander Holyfield last night. All right.
Mm-hmm. Right from the very start, Ruiz had Harryfield in travel, and at the end of the first round,
Very good, even without the words there. Great. Yes.
Harryfield was clearly very relieved to get back to his corner.
Very good. Corner. Excellent. Great job. All right, the first round. Okay, the boxing match will be several different rounds of a certain amount of time. How long is a boxing round? 2 minutes?
3
minutes? 3
Yeah.
minutes. Yeah, 3 minutes. That's right. 3 minutes, and then a bell rings. Ding. And you go back to your corner, have a drink of water, whatever. Get some advice from your manager.
Sitting on the corner, he will receive a massage or water.
Yeah, maybe. Okay, so when we say the expression, the idiom in English, saved by the bell, okay, this is where it comes from. The bell rings and something happens, the time runs out, or something happens with the time, you get called away before you get into trouble. You're saved by the bell. And this is where the expression comes from. Okay. Let's continue. Khaled from the.
The tank went for the second round and Lewis immediately knocked his opponent down with a huge and can you
Yeah.
let me see the option, please?
Sure.
Can I commit back to the blank,
Yeah.
please?
The blank went for the second round. Okay, the blank went for the second round.
No, the bell.
Mm-hmm. All right, the bell went. I would say the bell rang. Bell sounded, the bell rang. All right. Okay, so there it goes. All right, went for the second, and Lewis immediately knocked his opponent down with a huge what? Okay, I'll go back up again. He knocked him down with a huge...
with a huge knockout?
No. Not yet, anyway.
Right hand.
Very good. With a huge right hand. Okay. Very good. Okay, and then go ahead. You might as well finish the sentence. Call it.
It seemed only a matter of time before Lewis would win by knockout.
By a knockout. There's your knockout. Okay, very good. All right, he's got a huge right hand. Khaled, do you have any idea what it's called when a person is left-handed in sports, especially boxing? It comes from boxing, but actually now we use it for all sports.
I think it's a very strong strike.
Yes, that's what the the huge right hand. That's what they mean. Different question. If somebody is left-handed in sports,
yes.
Do you know what that person is called? Strangely enough,
don't know.
it's a southpaw. Okay.
Southpaw, yes.
If somebody's right-handed, they're just right-handed. We don't really say anything about it. But if they're left-handed, we call that person a southpaw. Okay. Okay. Can you finish up, Oscar, from butt? Finish the whole thing here, please.
But Holyfield recovered, and as the fight went on, the hot increasingly stronger, causing the Champion Series problems. In the end, it went the full 12 rounds, and Lewis was quite relieved to win.
Yeah, okay. Relieved.
Relieved,
Relieved.
relieved to win.
To win.
To
To
win.
win what?
Mm, right hand.
No, we already used that.
Um, Sorry. Mm,
It's probably quite relieved.
okay. On points.
On points. All right, because if you don't score a knockout in a boxing match, then you win on points. That's right. The judges will give you a score. Right. Exactly. Okay. Very good. All right, Oscar, do you ever watch boxing?
Mm, I don't like it.
No?
No,
Why is that?
because the last fight was very boring. The
Okay.
fight of the century.
Ah, the fight of the
It,
century. Yeah.
yes, it's
Yeah,
very
they like
boring
to. There are
fight.
many fights of the century. Yeah,
Yes,
I know what you're talking about. Um you're talking about the Pacquiao fight, Pacquiao and
yes, Pacquiao,
well, Pacquiao,
Pac,
Pacquiao. Yeah,
Pacquiao.
okay. Anyway, yeah, you're right. It wasn't very exciting. Could have been a lot better. Anyway, thanks everybody. We're out of time. So thank you so much for your participation. Gotta go. Got other classes to get started. So see you soon again here on Verbling. Bye.